seek help and the stigma. On the news this evening, Rivers civil servants heave a sigh of relief over increase in minimum wage. Federal government begins implementation of salary hike for judicial officers. Court remands another suspect over attempted murder of Ogoni activists. And on the foreign scene, a mass to keep new leaders' names secret. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. Good evening. We will go for a quick commercial. When we come back, the news in detail. Back now, the news in detail. Some civil servants have described the decision of government to increase the minimum wage to $1,000 as the update by creative minimum wage staff of Minalin with correspondent Soibu Ruwari at the State Secretariat complex in Port Harcourt said they had high expectations of the governor and he has always kept his promises.
Very, very happy, and the payment should commence immediately. ESMAS is on ground soon, so it is also should pay us well, because we have suffered a lot as a civil servant. We don't have anything. 8 years.
Our governor is trying so much. A lot of things that he's doing. He's keeping his promise. We are impressed.
To appreciate His Excellency approving the 85,000 minimum wage. Unlike the past administrations, they have not given us this kind of magnanimity. Even when 18,000 was paid, we underpaid. 30,000 minimum wage were also underpaid.
But we expected 70. Instead of paying the 70, you upgraded it to a certain level that contented with what he has done. The man is not somebody of such. He's a man that do what he said. The man that know the value of human being. The man that know how people are suffering.
He has demonstrated that he can do more than the other people, apart from Lagos.
The workers, however, urged the governor to address other pressing issues, including improving housing, ensuring a constant electricity supply at the State Secretariat complex, and expanding employment opportunities to other sectors within the state.
Another thing is that we hope that he should create another opportunity of employing the indigenous of Rivers State. That is what we are thinking.
As governor don't increase civil servants, what of retirees? Retirees, they don't get anything. Not be the same market they go. So where do you put hand for retirees to?
We're praying that you should also look at other sectors so that the civil service servants will enjoy the other side. The other sector also should be carried along. In the civil service, we need urgent attention in the secretariat by rehabilitating this place so that we'll have a conducive environment to work on. Like we don't have light, generating plants are down, so we needed them to bring them to life. Office furniture is decayed.
Housing revolving funds, for civil servants. And then for here, this incessant power failure should be put in place.
Some teachers in Port Harcourt also expressed gratitude to the governor, saying they are eagerly anticipating the implementation of the 85,000 naira minimum wage.
The governor, Fubara, is a man of the people, a man that knows the heart of everybody. We all know that he was once a civil servant, and he's a God sent to civil servants. We are very, very grateful.
We are glad as civil servant in this state, and we are saying that God gives him everything to take to implement it.
I myself am very, very grateful for him to implement the minimum wage for civil servants.
And we are very happy as civil servants. He's a good governor. He's a civil servant friendly governor. For what he has done now, he has done what that no governor have done in terms of taking care of the civil servant. We are expecting this money by November. If he does it, we'll give him kudos like we always do.
Meanwhile, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, says the federal government has started the implementation of the 300% pay rise for judicial officers. Mr. Fagbemi said this today at the 12th convocation ceremony of the Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti in Ekiti State. He described the move as an important first step in the President Bola Tinubu administration's resolve to strengthen the judiciary. In the meantime, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has promised to ensure the timely completion of the ongoing remodeling of the Okrika Grammar School. Governor Fubara said this when he inspected work at the grammar school today. In another development, road users along the Rumusi axis in Port Harcourt are expressing frustration over severe traffic congestion caused by the ongoing Port Harcourt Ring Road construction. It is now 1 year since contractors moved to the site, and construction is expected to last for 3 years. Speaking to our correspondent, the driver heading to MOA shared his frustration, saying his vehicle broke down due to the long delays caused by the heavy traffic.
Most vehicles are not in good condition, so meeting this kind of a situation will most times trigger 40 years to break down the road. So we see from this distance to that point, so you know where it is. So I'm actually to Emoha, that is Rumuji prescribed. So not really just the traffic, but 40 vehicles.
Commuters also voiced their concerns about the traffic, citing delays.
So, there's no traffic here. We are boarding our fuel here. Definitely, we are going to spend a long time here. And normally, there should be a straightforward drive to the school. But here now, we are on standstill, moving in snake-like manner. That's how we're moving here now.
I want to give report to our office. So, we will be here over 30 minutes now? Over 30 minutes. We are going to APTH. We'll walk in APTH. Fuel we have, because we bought fuel of 20,000 naira today. We have been on the road, so no way to this. We try if we will escape the traffic. We have spent more than 30 to 30 minutes here.
Now, an aide of the FCT Minister, Marshal Ubuzor, says the plan by the state government to reopen the Oginigba slaughter market without a holistic plan to address the menace it created is a terrible thought and a massive boost to insecurity in the area. In a Facebook post, Mr. Buzar said the market was an ungoverned and ungovernable space that not only bred insecurity but led to the death of many. As you may know, the chairman of Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, Chijuke Nwa, reopened the Oginigba slaughter market on Friday, barely 3 years after the former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike evicted the traders and shut the premises to erect new structures at the site. Mr. Nwa noted that reopening the market is expected to revitalize trade and provide relief to vendors as well as customers alike. Moving on, the Rivers State Commissioner for Information, Joe Johnson, says Governor Siminalayi Fubara did not target any individuals or groups during his speech at the 2024-2025 legal year ceremony. The Commissioner said this on Niger Info FM's Morning Crossfire in response to criticism from FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, who suggested the Governor's remarks were directed at the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, OCJ Okocha. Mr. Johnson says it is not in Governor Fubara's nature to insult or disrespect respected officials.
The governor spoke. I was in that church service and he didn't call anybody's name. If anything, he was talking to judicial officers, and it was a gathering of lawyers and judges. And then he was saying that if you see the truth and you fail to say, God will judge you. So it is if. That is anybody, whether you're a lawyer or a judge or even a member of any other profession. I'm surprised that some people are trying to make it look as if he was talking to OCJ. No, my governor, he doesn't have that abusive tendencies. It's not in his gene. Being to deride respected Rivers people.
The Rivers Ijaw People's Congress on Sunday held a special Thanksgiving service at the St. John's Anglican Church, Bishop Johnson Street, New Layout, Port Harcourt. The special Thanksgiving was held to thank God for the successful hosting and grand reception in honor of our principal benefactor and FD Minister Nyesom Wike. At the event, the presiding bishop and vicar of the church, Christian John Jaja, delivered a sermon highlighting the importance of Thanksgiving. He said, Thanksgiving strengthens both individual faith and the unity of the community.
No one is self-sufficient in life. Everyone needs someone at some point in time. Treat people you meet today with love, with respect. They might be your savior tomorrow. Nothing in this life is worth fighting for. The Bible says, naked we came and naked we must go. There is nothing you have achieved in life that no one else has not. And loving God is the vehicle you will use to pass from the church militant into the church triumphant.
On his part, Senator Thompson Sekebo applauded the FCT minister's leadership and significant contributions to River State. He particularly praised the FCT minister for ensuring that an Ijaw man became the governor of River State.
We can recall yesterday, and because we recall yesterday, that is what gave us the opportunity to remember today. You will recall on the 28th of September, Rivco organized a grand civic reception in his honor. It was a challenge, as though there will be no venue for the program. We were all there, finished the program, and left the place. We felt we should come here and thank God. And to also ask the church to join us and pray for our leader.
Director General of the Rivers Ijaw People's Congress, Roland Sekebo, and leader of the Rivers Ijaw People's Congress, Ferdinand Anabrabra, also spoke.
There is a God factor. That is why we decided to thank God. We had a very successful grand reception in honor of our principal, His Excellency Chief Barrister Ezebunwo Nyesom Wike, on the 28th of last month, appreciating him for all that he has done for Ijaw people, especially those of us from River State. So because of the grace God gave to us to organize that reception, that is why we have gathered as Rivers Ijaw People's Congress to say, God, thank you for the enablement to host our principal.
And they said everything for Ijaw people to go and thank Nyesom Wike for what he had done for the Ijaw people. I am very, very happy, very, very glad. Ijaw people are not ingrates. Ijaw people do not bite the fingers that tell them.
The convener of the event, Boma Yaye, also shared his thought in appreciation of Wike. He expressed deep gratitude for Mr. Wike's support for the Ijaw people. The Thanksgiving service drew dignitaries, traditional leaders, and members of the Rivers Ijaw community. We'll go for a quick commercial, but still to come. Court remands another suspect over attempted murder of Ogoni activist. Do stay tuned.
Congrats.
Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. A magistrate court sitting in Port Harcourt remanded another suspect, Dele Akpobari, in the attempted murder case of the leader of the conscience of Ogoni people, Ganitoba. 3 others connected to the crime are already awaiting trial at the Port Harcourt Correctional Centre following a remand order issued by State High Court. Ms. Akpobari was remanded today after Magistrate Rosemary Binabo declined jurisdiction over the case and did not allow the charges to be read when the police filed for remand proceedings. The magistrate directed that the case file be forwarded to the Department of Public Prosecution (DPP) for legal advice and adjourned the case until 12th of November for proper arraignment. Correspondent Suibi Oruware reports that Mr. Ganitoba was reportedly ambushed by some persons in March this year. In other news, the presidency has shared a photo of President Bola Tinubu at his desk in Aso Rock today after his 2 weeks vacation to the UK and France. The president arrived in Nigeria on Saturday. Another commercial break. When we come back, we will take a look at the international scene. Please do stay tuned. In Gaza says it will not reveal the name of its new leader for security reasons. The group will elect a new leader in March to replace Yahya Sinwar, who was killed by Israeli troops. A quick recap on the news this evening. You heard Rivers civil servants heave sigh of relief over increase in minimum wage. A magistrate court has remanded another suspect of attempted murder of Ogoni activists. On the foreign scene, Hamas to keep new leaders' names secret. The news was edited by Martha Okera. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Kaladako Rubatabo. Good evening, do stay tuned.